Hello and welcome to Community Focus August 2019, presented by the Friends of MCTV. I'm Judy Keel, your host this month for the show, while John McPeak takes a little time off. Every month since August 2014, our program has featured news and about the local organizations and clubs in our area, in the greater Midland area. Joining me on our 5th anniversary show today are guests from the Midland Cribbage Club and the Midland Recyclers. Leading off on our program, I'm really happy to welcome Eric McPeak from the Midland Cribbage Club. Welcome to Community Focus, Eric.
Thank you.
Now, Eric, before we start talking cribbage, I think there are probably some people in the audience, if they're regular watchers of this program, that might be wondering about that name similarity between you and our regular host, John McPeak. Would you care to elaborate on that little connection?
Well, John and I are brothers. He's slightly older, and there's a lot of things I can leave left unsaid. But we have a mutual love for cribbage and various other sports and things like that. So that's my basic connection. We've both been very active in the community. He's more in the acting line, and I'm more in the singing line. I belong to the Men of Music as well. So that is basically why I'm here, because of his connection with here and other things we were doing.
Yeah. And you both grew up in Midland too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Born and raised, yes.
All right. Well, it's great to have you here with us. And I'm sorry you don't get a chance to be on TV together today, but for my part, I'm really interested and looking forward to hearing you tell us a little bit about cribbage, and especially about the Cribbage Club here in Midland. So, I think probably a lot of the people in the audience already know what cribbage is, but some of them, a lot like me, probably don't know too much understanding about how it's played. So first of all, can you give us a quick primer on how the game is played?
Certainly. I think the game started in England and that part of the world many years ago. It's a card game, a 52 card deck, standard deck, and it's played on keep track of our score on a board such as this. It has 120 holes in it, and the game is 121 to finish the game. Use like I say, a standard deck. We use pegs to keep track of our score with the pegs, and then we hop over your own peg to update the score. And the first person that gets to the end is obviously the winner.
Okay.
We can score points through how we peg these cards, which is called pegging on the board, and then ultimately how we count the value of the hand at the end of that hand.
Oh, I see.
And we go through probably 5 or 6 hands in a given game.
Oh, a lot of counting.
Alternate the deals.
Yeah. All right. So is a match just one time through, or is it several hands that are added together?
Well, we play, like I say, probably 5 to 6 games, depending on how many points you accumulate. Maybe sometimes it's even 7 if you're not getting very good scores to complete the game. In the Cribbage Club, we play 8 games.
Okay.
And it's a total of 968 points, and we keep track of those points. And at the end of the year, if somebody gets a pat in the back, maybe a little plaque or something, because they came in on top.
Well, you just mentioned that you're a member of the Midland Cribbage Club. Can you tell us about the club a little bit?
Well, the club has been in existence since the late 40s. Primarily, it was a men's club, and then they started losing members through death and moving away, and so they opened it up to the ladies. And now, forever after, we've been a mixed club, which it should be, and we meet every Monday night around the calendar, and in the Midland Foundation Room at the Washington Woods building. So. But anyway, we have a wide range of people there. The age ranges from the mid-20s to the mid-90s.
Wow.
We all have a real good time, and we help each other with keeping score and keeping track and that sort of stuff. It's kind
Very
of a
good.
big fat big happy family.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking before we went on air. We were talking about how cribbage seems to be a game that is starting to be embraced by a younger generation too. And I remember playing it with my dad, but my daughter, who's in her 30s now, likes it as well. So you mentioned that as the season progresses, the secretary, one of the club members, keeps track of the points that are scored during the season. Is there something special that comes up for that?
Well, we have a split season, basically the school year from September through May, which is roughly 9 months, and we have a $10 fee that we charge for that. Excuse me, and that buys some snacks or buys these little plaques we give people, or buys some new cards and things like that. And then in the summer we have 3 months, kind of a separate session, and that we charge the people $0.25 a night, drop in if they want to or not. You don't have to. Nobody has to commit to the whole year. You can be gone part of the time. We have several people that are snowbirds and just can't make it. Maybe every third week they miss because of a meeting somewhere.
Oh, sure.
So very flexible.
So essentially, it could be pretty much drop in, but the club members would like to know who the interested people are and get to know them before the. Yeah,
certainly.
But it's not a huge commitment, even if you want to sign up for the year long.
That's true. Yes.
Oh, very good. Now, is the club seeking new members?
Yes, we are. Currently, we're down to about 20 members. When I first joined back in, I think it was 2002. There were probably 30 to 36 members at the time, and we have tables of 4 every night, every Monday night. And but anyway, because of people passing and people moving and whatnot, we're down to about 20. We'd like to get as many as we can get.
Sure.
We do prefer people that have some knowledge of the game, and we can always help them sharpen their skills.
I'm sure. With that much practice, I don't see how you could not. So if anybody wants more information, should they contact you?
Yes, they can call my home phone. It's 835-2526, and I'd be willing to fill in any information that people may have or want to get about the organization.
Very good. Now, it's clear that you love cribbage, and you've been playing it for a while. Can you describe your best game ever for us?
Well, one time, anyway, the most number of points you can get in a hand when you're counting your hand is 29, which we have a sample of this right here.
Yes.
And I got that once. I think it was back in 2004 or 2005, and it just kind of blew my mind because you don't get those. I looked up the odds for a perfect hand. It's like 1 in 650,000 hands, which is probably like getting 300 games back to back in bowling. And so it's just luck of the draw, pretty much.
Certainly more rare than a hole-in-one in golf.
Oh yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you told me earlier what you like best about the Cribbage Club. Could you share those thoughts with us?
Certainly. I look forward to Monday nights because of the camaraderie, and that's, like I said before, kind of like one big happy family. And like all groups of people, you have disagreements once in a while and things, and some people interpret things a little bit differently, but we get those things straightened out. And but I enjoy that. We have a snack table every week. People bring stuff. Sometimes it's brownies, sometimes it's just a bag of chips or some candy or something. So there's always something there to snack on. And we have water available for people. They can bring their own beverage of choice, excluding alcohol. We cannot, because we're meeting in a city building, we cannot gamble, which we don't anyway, and we frown on alcohol. So just to keep everything on a very friendly basis, and we have a real good time.
So something to look forward to every week.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's it's a very strong endorsement. So can I hear your phone number one more time if people are interested in joining?
Certainly. It's 989-835-2526. You can call me anytime, and if I don't answer, I will be sure to get back with you if you leave a number.
Thank you so much. Eric McPeet, thanks for joining us on Community Focus to talk cribbage and the Midland Cribbage Club.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Our next guest is from the Midland Recyclers with information on the organization itself and some upcoming really cool fundraising events.